I dare you.
Let's talk about Faces of Death, one of my most anticipated films of the year. This is one of those movies that I've been tracking ever since it got announced, and I was excited for it. Ultimately, it got delayed for a bit, and I was just wondering, were we ever going to get this movie or not? Luckily, it did get announced that it has a release date, and it's about a month away, so I'm definitely excited about it. Let's talk about it and what exactly Faces of Death is. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. 50,000 subscribers is the goal. Let's get into Faces of Death. So Faces of Death is a new film directed by Daniel Goldhaber, as well as being co-written by Isa Mazzei. And I'm excited about this because I really enjoyed their film Cam. I also enjoyed How to Blow Up a Pipeline. So I'm always excited to see what they're going to do next. This is a movie that is going to star Dacre Montgomery. You also have Barbie Ferreira and a very, very stacked cast, which we'll get to in a bit. Now, the original Faces of Death is actually a 1978 American Mondo horror film written and directed by John Allen Schwartz. And it was a film that caused a ton of controversy when it came out because for the most part people believed they were actually watching a snuff type film. Now, a lot of these things that happen in this film are actually real, like there are real life deaths and a lot of messed up shit. They've also said that there were some things that weren't really real and they just put it in there to really hide in the film, but a lot of it was real, and that's what really upset a ton of people, that this was being distributed to the masses and they were seeing real life deaths. So it sort of gained a cult following, some more sequels, and we can make a video about all of those films as well as you want. I mean, definitely something that I watched and I was just like, okay, too young to watch that probably, but we're here now, 2026, and when I heard that they were making a film that was going to be a remake of sorts of that film, I was so interested in what exactly they were going to do, because I feel like 78 in comparison to 2026, you see and get a ton more information that is very gruesome to hear, even just on the local TV, right? And a lot of our world has become violent in a sense, or we are more aware of the violence, if you will, because it's like a 24/7 broadcast news type of vibe, right? And so that's why I was curious what exactly they would do with a subject like this, like Faces of Death, in the modern age. Well, let's talk about what Faces of Death 2026 will be about. The premise reads, a woman who moderates a YouTube-like platform responsible for filtering out any content that is offensive or violent comes across a group on the website that appears to be reenacting the murders from the original film. As misinformation spreads widely online, she must determine whether the killings are real or staged. The cast consists of Barbie Ferreira. We also have Dacre Montgomery, Josie Totah, and Holliday, Jermaine Fowler, as well as Charli XCX. The film releases April 10th, 2026 through IFC, and also I believe it will come to Shudder at some point. And we just got the trailer for it, which basically shows Barbie as being this content moderator. And I'm excited to see Barbie in this role. I thought she was really great in Bob Trevino Likes It, which is the last movie I saw from her, which actually premiered at South by Southwest, I believe 2 years ago. So we're about the same time of South by Southwest right now, which is interesting. But Dacre Montgomery as well, I think he was great in the things I've seen him. And in this trailer, we definitely see that he is going to a very, very dark place. I mean, you can just see from this background right here. And the trailer doesn't showcase that much, I would say, where I don't necessarily feel that I got a lot spoiled. I do believe it sets up the mood for it. It looks very dark. It feels very much so like a nihilistic film in a sense, but not in a bad way. I don't know how that even makes sense, right? But it makes sense to me. And I think with this director and this writer here, we are in for something special. I thought Cam was such a very interesting look at our society at the time. And I feel like rewatching that movie, you definitely get a sense of where we are right now. And I definitely do think it's time for a rewatch of Cam. But I also like that they aren't afraid to go there with the political aspect of it, as we saw with How to Blow Up a Pipeline not too long ago. And I'm excited for this movie, Faces of Death. I'm curious as to what exactly it's going to be like, what it's going to feel like, what these actors are doing, what the writer and the director have accomplished through the medium, and I am so ready to see it. I believe it's had some test screenings and they've been positive all around, and I think that that's what's definitely had me so excited to hear when they were going to release it, and now they finally are going to release it, so I'm definitely there. So Basically, the Faces of Death 1978 film is canon here because in the trailer we see that Barbie is holding the tape. We see that Dacre Montgomery's character trying to recreate some of these deaths as well on unsuspecting people, and they're uploading it on the web. And it seems that nobody's going to believe Barbie because I kind of get the feeling that there's going to be a lot of talk about AI generated images and videos and things like that that are sort of there to just misinform and give people a headspin of sorts. So you can't really differentiate what's real and what's not. And I think that's what a lot of the frustration, thrills, and just anger is going to come from the characters that are going to be involved. So overall, Faces of Death sounds really great. I think we are setting up for one of the best years in horror. I'm going to do a video talking about Undertone as well, which is a new movie that's going to be distributed by A24 next week. And I really encourage you to check that one out because that one is a very auditory, different vibe than we're used to from horror, and I think that a lot of people are going to be surprised with what you can do with the medium, honestly. So it's exciting to be a horror fan, a movie fan in general, because there's a lot of these new artists that are coming out and really showcasing something we haven't seen, and I'm there for it 100%. But Faces of Death, let me know what you think about it. Are you excited for this movie? Did you enjoy Cam, How to Blow Up a Pipeline? Are you a person that's been very curious about what exactly this movie is going to feel like or be like I was? Let me know in the comments down below. But I will be watching this April 10th once it releases. I cannot wait. We'll discuss it, we'll review it, we'll break it down, all the stuff we do here, you know. We are going to talk about Scary Movie 6 because there's an interesting conversation brewing there as well, and one that I think we all knew was coming, but it's so honestly exciting to talk about, I think, because I think it really pushes us to that next level of where we need to go as a society. And I'm making Scary Movie 6 sound like this very crucial point, but I think it honestly could be, not just for film, but in general. So stay tuned for that video, but let me know your thoughts and opinions on Faces of Death. Will you be watching this movie or not? Did you watch the trailer? Did you enjoy it? Are you excited? Comment below, but as always, that is going to do it for me. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.
Now it is time to witness the many faces of death.